Hey guys, I want to give a quick shout out to Lackluster. I found this video on his channel and I figured I'd share it as well. Make sure you subscribe to Lackluster. The video comes to you from shared ignorance. And when I seen this video, this is what I wanted to point out. You can tell he's been watching a lot of audit videos, whether they're mine or other folks. This is amazing when you see this and you know that somebody out there has been watching, and because of what they learned, they get to use it that benefits them and keeps them safe. Check this video out. Make sure you go subscribe to Shared Ignorance and also Lackluster, and thank him for doing fantastic work. I really appreciate Lackluster's work. And like I said, Shared Ignorance did a really good job. Check out this video. You guys are going to love it. I'll see you guys in this comment section.
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
Listen, we're not going to debate here on camera, okay? You're going to answer my questions, okay? And you're going to provide me your identification.
Am I legally obligated to?
You're being detained right now, yeah.
What crime am I being detained for? I need to know what crime
Where's your bag over here? You're littering.
I'm littering.
You put the bag down over there, but yet you're not saying nothing about it.
Are you going to de-escalate this, sir? He pulled me over and asked me what I'm doing here, and if I go to school here.
Do you go to school here?
No, I don't go to school here. But then he asked me why I'm leaving. I said, I'm just riding around the parking lot. And now he's asking me questions, saying I'm littering and I'm being detained.
You dropped the bag over there. You can't even answer a question.
I'm not legally obligated to answer your questions. What's your name and your badge number?
That's statute.
Is that what you tell the judge?
Yeah, that's what I tell the judge.
Can you de-escalate? Can you de-escalate this situation? You need to stay away from me. First, it's 6 feet.
What do you tell the judge?
I don't have to tell the judge. I'm a private citizen.
Talk to the sergeant here.
Are you the sergeant?
I am the sergeant.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for de-escalating this.
Okay.
What's your name and badge
Sergeant
number?
Basor. I'm with the Genesee Township Police Department.
Thank you for being professional.
All right. Is this your vehicle?
Hold on. I don't request any searches or seizures of my property.
It's your bag and you left
Is
it
it your
there.
bag? Yes or no? Is it your bag? Yes or no?
Yes, it's my bag.
Okay.
You put my bag down, dude.
Why did you throw it down?
I don't have to answer your questions. I'm not illegally obligated to answer your questions, for one. For two,
I don't know who you are yet.
Right? I've done nothing wrong, though.
Or not subscribed. Do it now or get off YouTube.
Okay. Let's start there. Who are you? What's your first name?
Am I legally obligated to answer who I am?
I told you who I was.
Right, but am I legally obligated?
I didn't ask you.
I understand that.
Bag somewhere. You lost my rights to privacy for that bag. Okay? You moved away from it. And it's now littering. He's saying that you're littering. I don't know it wasn't your bag.
I'm gonna tell you this, all right? I come here and I practice riding my motorcycle. I take my bag off and put it right there so I'm not riding with it on me.
Okay.
All I did was pull up, check my tire pressure, put my bag down, and he came up to me asking questions saying I was being detained. That's an illegal detainment.
If he felt, based on everything that's going on in the crazy world that we live in right now, people that leave bags around, that we're at a school where there's kids at and practicing football, he deemed it suspicious. He doesn't know who you are, so he's checking you out. I know he's asking some simple questions.
And that's understandable, but suspicion is not a crime.
Okay, if he deems it suspicious, just the same as if somebody was driving a motorcycle in your neighborhood, just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Somebody was driving a motorcycle in your neighborhood and they dropped a bag that was near their home, when you want, or near your home, when you want us to at least check them out?
100%, 100%. Right, but it was the way he did it. It was the way he did it. It was very unprofessional and aggressive. And he was treating me like I'm a criminal, like I did something wrong. And then, are you going to be professional and identify yourself? You're a member of the public. No, you didn't. What's your name and your badge number? Thank you for being professional.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your...
It is open to the public.
I didn't share it. That you illegally took my information. So he just said that's exactly right.
Because he has a lawful opportunity to do so. Listen, I don't even know who your first name is. If he deems it suspicious and he's checking it out, he can do so, lawfully do so.
Cops who don't know the limits of their authority are a danger to the community by needlessly escalating situations. Cops who don't know the limits of their authority have costed taxpayers over $300 million in 2019 alone, in lawsuit settlements, for misconduct and other illegal things police do. Cops who don't know the limits of their authority become a ticking time bomb, and it will be only a matter of time before the bomb goes off.
that's what he's doing here today. Why are we making this so much harder than it has to be?
It didn't have to be hard. It didn't have to be hard at all. All I said was, what I asked him when he asked the question, I asked the question.
Okay. All right. So as it
It didn't
stands,
start out being defensive.
Why are you?
Okay.
Why are I don't?
Did you forfeit this bag when you sat it over there? You want
I don't
back?
forfeit my bag for sending it over
you
there.
drove it away, like I just got done saying. If
You
you left it there, if you left it there and drove away from it, you lose an expectation of privacy for it.
No, that is not correct. You're telling me I can't send my bag down to practice riding my motorcycle?
But you jumped to a conclusion and went
All
right
you
to the
did-
defense. All you did is
exactly.
tackle him.
No, I'm not legally obligated to
First
tell
of
him
all-
anything.
First of all, I don't even know who you are.
You don't have to know who I am.
Okay, if he deemed it suspicious and he's checking it out,
Suspicion is not a crime.
you're operating a motor vehicle.
No,
on
I'm not.
school
I'm
property.
parked. I'm parked.
At the time you were. and you
I'm
wanted
parked
to
when
do
he
that.
pulled up. I was parked.
Okay. Do you have an identification? Do you have an identification? Yes or
And
no?
I don't answer questions. I'm not answering any questions. That was very unprofessional of him. It was very aggressive. I'm glad you de-escalated. I don't know what he would have done if you didn't de-escalate that.
All right, we're good.
We're good. What do you mean we're good?
What do
I'm
you
gonna.
want? You want something else done?
Yeah, your card.
What
I
do
want
you
your card. I want your card.
Talk to the sergeant.
I want your card.
I'll make sure you get it. You
I
talk
got
to
it
him.
right here.
I
Thank
got it.
you.
I'll give it to him. He told you he was Officer Statue.
Right, but that's
Number
ridiculous.
67.
He's a
doing
member
his job.
of the public.
And he's doing his job. I'll give you his name.
Got it. We'll sit in right now.
You're
Please stop speaking.
that was understanding. Me understanding.
I'm sure, again, in the same circumstances, if it was at your home, you would want us to check that person out and ensure that that's who they are. Now, you do
Understandable.
have a legal obligation to know. We need to know who you are. Okay? If you say, no, I'm not telling you who I am, and we're investigating something that we deem to be suspicious, now you're obstructing.
If I'm being detained for a crime,
Yeah.
he detained me. I didn't do no crime. He legally detained me. I didn't do any crime here.
Okay, detaining is different from an arrest.
Yeah, but you have to detain me for something I've done illegally.
To ensure that something isn't going on, and he's done so in enough fashion. Okay, he's done so in enough fashion to determine that there isn't a crime present, right? We could have took that extra step and said you're demanded, and we're demanding that we see a license from you, but he didn't.
I mean,
He's
you're
comfortable as to where he's at with it, and we're leaving it as it is.
You're
You-
cops
you,
planning me
sir.
right now. You're cops planning me. All I did was pull up here, and I was gonna practice riding my motorcycle.
I've
He
got-
pulled up, asked me a bunch of questions. I was like, okay, what is there a reason why you're asking all these questions?
Okay.
And then he got all like ego out of control and started saying I was detained and it, this and that, and like all I was doing is asking him why I'm being questioned for illegal activity. I'm doing nothing illegal.
Whatever
And then he
happened,
illegally searched my bag like I'm doing something wrong. I understand that, yes.
once you leave something there, he's checking out to make sure there's any weapons, especially with school shootings, with everything else that's going on in this crazy world. He's ensuring that we're keeping our kids safe here. And if you have an issue with that, then you really need to think about
I
what
do
you're
not
asking.
have an issue for that.
Okay, I would think
Do not.
it sounds like you got a good level head on your shoulders.
I'm
Okay?
trying to. I just didn't like
All right,
the
so
way he
then-
approached me.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe there's a lot of different ways. When my boss approaches me sometimes, I don't like the way he does it, but you know what? He does it, and I listen to him, I respect it. So all we're asking is that we get the respect that he came here to check something out that he deems suspicious, right?
Mhm.
And in doing so, he found that everything was fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are we done?
We're done, but
Did he do his job?
I mean, I feel like my rights were violated.
Okay, if he deemed it suspicious and he detained you for a time until he could deem it, it wasn't suspicious.
You can't detain someone without a crime, though.
No,
Suspicion is
there's
not a crime.
There's a difference. A simple detainment is separate from an arrest. Are you in handcuffs?
Well, you could.
Are you in handcuffs?
No, sir. But
Have you been told you've been placed under arrest?
No, sir.
Okay, so all he's doing is talking with you to deem whether or not something was suspicious. And yes, at a school, after hours, when there's no other people around and you leave a bag around, yeah, that can be certainly deemed suspicious. And we want to make sure that our kids are safe here. And in doing so, we're doing our job.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So yeah, he is going to check it out. And I expect him to, as my officer, to do that. Okay?
All right. And who do I speak to about this? As far as like
You're talking to me.
All right. And you're saying that my rights weren't violated at all
No,
in
if
any
he
way?
checked it out, if you weren't sitting in the back of his car and this is a personal contact, okay, and he wants to know who you are, he could have went down the road of obstruction, but he didn't.
That's a secondary charge. Obstruction. You have to have
You haven't been charged with anything yet.
Right. So how can he charge me with obstruction?
The because we don't know who you are. Right now, as we stand, I still don't know who you are.
I don't have to identify unless I've committed a crime.
Okay. That's not true.
That's 100% true.
You need to look at, then it's called Terry stop, okay? He deemed it suspicious.
A Terry stop doesn't mean I have to give away my rights. That's just a frisk. That's just
Did he frisk you?
That's
Did he pat you down?
Right, that's a Terry stop.
It is a person-to-person contact.
Right, it's consensual. I don't have to tell you who I am unless I've committed a
He
crime.
hasn't done anything wrong, and neither have you. And we're gonna leave it at that.
He illegally searched my bag and took my ID, and he
explained
ID'd
this to
me.
you.
I have a right to privacy as a private citizen.
When you leave it in a parking lot and walk away from it and drive away from it, like he said you did.
But I didn't do that.
Okay, but that's what he's saying. I can only go based on what he said. I don't know what was here because I wasn't here. But he said you left it be. You
The
said you let
bag's
it be.
right there, and I'm right here.
Okay, don't know.
You're right here. The bag's there, there, and you're here. How do you not know? You pulled up. You pulled up when he was questioning me with my bag sitting right there.
How am I supposed to know everything was going on when I'm pulling up to the scene, not knowing exactly what's taking place? How am I supposed to know that?
Well, you know that I'm right here still, so I didn't pull away from the bag.
Man, I don't even know where the bag was at.
It's sitting right there.
Okay.
You watched him go over there and grab it. Come on, man. Come on.
So you leave a bag around. I just got done explaining to you.
I'm just saying, if you're saying this is 100% legal, what just happened here, you're saying this is 100% legal?
If you have anything else you want to talk to my lieutenant about it, you want to talk to the chief about it, be my guest.
All right.
What he did is trying to keep the kids safe, and I'm sure you can respect that.
I can respect that
And he's talking to you
100%,
about it.
but not
Nobody
my
got detained as far as being put in handcuffs, being put in a car.
No, he detained
You're
me.
out here. All right, I'm sorry.
Did he, so am I still being detained right now? Because he left
You're
with.
talking to me, and you still have me on camera.
But he's the
We're
one
having
that.
a discussion.
But he's the one that detained me, and he took off without saying I was not being detained anymore.
He said we're done.
So I'm not being detained right now.
Nobody said you're being detained right now. You can walk away if you want to.
But he's detained me. Is what he said. He said I was being detained.
At that point, you said you were detained, but you still weren't in handcuffs. You weren't putting anything. He was just trying to figure out what was going on.
Right, but I was being detained for.
I need to explain to you.
All right, can I have your business card? Right, but you're saying that I have to identify upon request, and that's not correct. I don't have to identify who I am unless I've committed a crime. And I think you might want to.
Okay, have a safe day.
You too. Who's your lieutenant?
Lieutenant Waters.
Waters. Tennessee Township.
Pull over. You're under arrest. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is where you go to get your daily dose of police interaction videos that educate. What I try to do is bring you videos that you will learn from in case you find yourself in a situation in front of police, or even if you're just driving around and you see police stop somebody, you can also pull out your phone and record. Check out the new channel that I'm going to present to you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support you give me and all the channels. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Make sure you guys leave some comments so you guys can help me get better on my channel so I can present you the videos that you guys want to see.